Before we start our drumming, I've got a little poem here to show you. And we had a poem about one potato, two potato last time, so now we're going to switch and have sweet potatoes, specifically sweet potato pie. You ever had sweet potato pie? So I'm just going to say it here, and you can tap the beat with me on your knees here. Sweet potato pie, sweet potato pie. If I cannot get some, think I'm gonna die. Give away the green grass, give away the sky, but don't you give away my sweet potato pie. All right, it's kind of a silly little poem, and apparently this person really loves sweet potato pie so much that they'd have somebody give away the sky and the grass, but not their pie. Let's do it one more time, and after this I'm going to have you memorize it with me, and we'll learn it bit by bit. So one more time, listen to how I say it. Sweet potato pie, sweet potato pie. If I cannot get some, think I'm gonna die. Give away the green grass, give away the sky, but don't you give away my sweet potato pie. All right, now that you've heard me do it a couple times, let's echo. My turn, your turn. You can say it out loud, and go ahead and keep that beat going. My turn first. Sweet potato pie, sweet potato pie. If I cannot get some, think I'm gonna die. Now pause there for a second. Be careful, because sometimes people say, if I cannot get some, I think I'm gonna die. Is there an I there before the word think? That's why we've got the ... ellipses. That means a pause. If I cannot get some, think I'm gonna die. Give away the green grass, give away the sky, but... Yeah, that one kind of might have caught you by surprise, because the word but at the end almost sounds like it's going into the next line, which it is. Let's try that line again. Give away the green grass, give away the sky, but... Don't you give away my sweet potato pie. Nice. Okay, this time we're going to say it line by line again, my turn, then your turn, but I want you to also tap the sounds that the words make on your lap. So no more beat, we're going to start doing some rhythms here, some patterns. My turn, your turn, make your hands and your voice both make the sounds together, like this. Sweet potato pie, sweet potato pie. If I cannot get some, think I'm gonna die. Give away the green grass, give away the sky, but don't you give away my sweet potato pie. How'd you do? Okay, we need to memorize this really well, so if you want to practice one more time, rewind the video and try that bit by bit. But if you're ready, let's try doing it all together at the same time. All the way through. We won't speed up or anything, we'll keep it nice and steady. But see if you can pat on your lap and say it with your voice with me. Are you ready? 1, 2, here we go. Sweet potato pie, sweet potato pie. If I cannot get some, think I'm gonna die. Give away the green grass, give away the sky, but don't you give away my sweet potato pie. All right, we're ready to do some games with this and start playing around with our rhythms. Now in our last lesson, we talked all about 16th notes. Remember those? 16th notes have 4 sounds on one beat. So if our quarter note is the beat, 16th notes get 4 sounds. So you can tell that again because it's got the 4 stems and 4 note heads. And you can easily tell that they're 16ths and not 8th notes because they have 2 connecting beams. 1, 2. Not just 1 like 8th notes. 8th notes are dude, eh? 16th notes, much faster. And of course, if we're going to just speak the rhythms, we decided we're going to say duka-deka. That's a little bit tricky again, so let's practice it a few times. My turn, your turn. Duka-deka-do. Duka-deka-do. Try a longer pattern. Duka-deka-duka-deka-do-de-do. Not too tricky if we're going at a reasonable tempo. So we're using 16th notes today. If we go back to our poem, Sweet Potato Pie, here is what we've got for our rhythm. Lots of 16th notes in this poem, isn't there? Let's take a look at each beat here. We've got 16th notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes all mixed together. Let's go line by line. We've got 4 lines in this poem. And Mr. Yaba, I'm going to say one pattern, but I'm going to say the rhythm pattern this time. We're going to leave out the words and just focus on the rhythm. You can echo me back. I'll do one pattern, you do it back. Dook-a-dake-a-doo, dook-a-dake-a-doo. Second line. Dook-a-dake-a-doo-day, dook-a-dake-a-doo. Third line. Dook-a-dake-a-doo-day, dook-a-dake-a-doo-day. And the last line is a little bit tricky. Do-day, dook-a-dake-a-dook-a-dake-a-doo. All right, just to try here, let's see if we can go through the entire poem and you say the rhythm syllables along with me. Dook-a-dake-a-doo, dook-a-dake-a-doo, etc. So we'll slow it down a little bit so you have time to watch the screen and read what's coming up next. But instead of the words, see if you can say the rhythm syllables. Ready? Let's go this speed. 1, 2, ready, here we go. Dook-a-dake-a-doo, dook-a-dake-a-doo. Dook-a-dake-a-doo, day, dook-a-dake-a-doo. Dook-a-dake-a-doo, day, dook-a-dake-a-doo, day, do-day, dook-a-dake-a-dook-a-dake-a-doo. How do you do? There is one spot that trips people up all the time, and that is the beginning of this 4th line of the poem. Because check it out, is any other one start like that one does? No, it's the only one that's different. It has 8th notes instead of 16th notes. Speaking of differences, which line has a different ending than all of the other ones? That's right, the 3rd one, because we've got give away the sky, but don't you. Let's try from here, the 3rd line, into the 4th line, just the last half of the poem, because it's kind of tricky, and I will point this time. You can say it along with me. Ready? Here we go. Dook-a-dake-a-doo-day, dook-a-dake-a-doo-day, do-day, dook-a-dake-a-dook-a-dake-a-doo. Did you get this? The 2 8th note pairs in a row, do-day, do-day? Okay, it's time to do some drumming with our found sounds. So grab your rhythm sticks and your other found sounds that you've got. Again, I'm going to use my cutting board and my metal can contraption there. So I've got some different sounds here. We can click our sticks. We can play on one of our found sounds. And we can play on our other found sounds. Different timbres.